Hi everybody, my name is Ashley and you're watching 3 Boys 2 Girls, and today I wanted to share with you my April TBR. So I think this is the first time that I've actually shared a TBR on YouTube, probably because I'm too nervous that people will hold me to it if I actually don't make it. So last month was a big reading month for me. I think I got like 9 books read, or 9 or 10, including our read aloud. But I have made a goal back in January that I was going to read 50 books in the year of 2018. And so I am doing pretty good on that, so I'm super excited. I am right on track. It's about 4 books a month. February, we kind of took some time off. We had some sickness and stuff like that, so I had to catch up in the month of March. And so this month, I'm hoping to kind of shoot ahead so that if I do get sick again, I don't have to like scramble and make up. But I did make some goals this month. The first goal was, if you saw a previous post where I talked about reading the classics, I have not read very many classics. And so I am trying to work in more and more classics. And so the first book on my list to try is Great Expectations. I picked this book up recently at a media store, and I think it was a pretty good copy for me to start on because it does have the glossary and notes of difficult vocabulary, as well as reading pointers and that kind of stuff. So it's the unabridged version of Great Expectations with the glossary and notes. And somebody must have used this as a class, because there is like writing and highlighting and questions and that kind of stuff in there. So I think somebody must have already used this for a class, which maybe her study notes will help me kind of get through it. So this I'm going to try to get through. It is quite long, so I don't know if I'm going to get through this one all the way, but we're going to give it a shot. The next book on my TBR for April is Shadow Song. Now this is a sequel to Winter Song, which was part of the Build Your Library Family Book Crate put out by Emily over at Homeschooling, and I will link her channel below. And so I didn't realize it was a sequel, so I was super excited to find out that they did have another one. The crate for February was, the crate for March was goblins and magic and stuff like that, which really isn't my cup of tea. I really don't read a lot of those books. And so I was very pleasantly surprised when I loved Winter Song. It is kind of like a retelling of The Labyrinth. It is about a girl who plays with a goblin king when she's little, and there's goblins and a whole bunch of other mythical creatures that are in the world, and if a girl does not sacrifice herself to the Goblin King and live underground for the rest of life, then the balance is kind of shifted, and there's like an eternal winter, hence Winter Song, and stuff like that. And so this is kind of the story of the girl as she becomes the Goblin's bride and that kind of stuff, the Goblin Queen. And it was just a fantastic story that I really surprisingly loved. And so I picked up this sequel, Shadow Song, and so I'm excited to continue the journey of this girl as she decides whether or not she's, you know what, I'm not going to give it any away. So I'm excited to continue the story. The next one on my TBR is called A Man Called Ove. Now, my library they're doing lots of events and stuff like that. And so one of them is to read this book, and then we kind of get together and discuss it, and then I believe watch a movie. I think there's a movie for this as well. So A Man Called Ove by Frederick Backman, and Frederick Backman has wrote a lot of books that I've seen pretty popularly, like through Pinterest and recommendations and stuff like that, and I have not read one of them yet, so I'm looking forward to this. Ove is basically an old man who is kind of known in the community as kind of like old and crotchety, just grumpy old man, and then a family of young kids moves in next door, a family with young kids moves in next door, and just kind of the story of relationships and that kind of stuff. So it sounds pretty good. So I'm going to try to get through this actually pretty quickly, because I think in the mid-April then is the book talk and that kind of stuff. So I'm excited for this one. Next book on my TBR is called The 13th Tale. This was also a book in a reading, Build Your Library Family Reading Crate, and this was for April's crate, and I actually already owned a copy. So this is the copy that I had owned, and I knew about it for a long time and just haven't gotten to it. And Emily had stated that this was like one of her favorite books of all time. And so when anyone ever says it's my favorite book of all time, it's probably pretty good. So I moved this up on the list, and so I'm going to try to get through this in the month of April as well. The next 3 books I got from the Book of the Month Club, which is a monthly subscription that I'm a part of, and I think the subscription is like $14 a month, and they send you a brand new hardback book that's got like an exclusive cover for the Book of the Month Club, and you can also add up to 2 other books for $9.99. Again, they're hardback, they're brand new books, free shipping, and so it's a great, I love the Book of the Month Club. I'll leave that link down there too. It's my referral link, so if you do go through my referral link, I think I get 1 free book. So if you're interested, please use my link. So I started this next one. It's called The Blinds. It's by Adam Sternberg. I started it a long time ago and then kind of got sidetracked by other things. And so I would like to come back around and finish this. It is about a community where kind of they send all the criminals, and it's way out in like the boondocks, you know, nobody knows where it is. And it's kind of their own country. You know, there are police officers and stuff there, but it really is kind of anything goes out there, and they run their own town out there. So I'm excited to get back into this. I did enjoy it while I was reading it, so I need to finish it this month. The next book on my TBR for April is Two Girls Down by Louisa Luna. Again, this is a Book of the Month Club book. This is about 2 girls who were gone missing from a local strip mall. And so the parents are just devastated, and so they hire a former bounty hunter to try to find her girls. And the bounty hunter's record is less than stellar, but the police department kind of shuts her down, and but she does partner with like an ex-cop, I think, and they kind of work this together, and they kind of uncover a whole bunch of different kind of secrets, maybe from their own past, maybe ones that they would rather have let lie. And the last book for my TBR for this month is Not That I Could Tell by Jessica Strasser. This is about a mom who is like going through a divorce and then has all of these secrets, and then she's trying to reveal or uncover what kind of happened with her husband, and then the neighbors all get involved, and then there's a new neighbor in town who kind of stirs the pot and stuff like that. And so I like these books where you kind of uncover things about people's lives and stuff like that. This sounds pretty good. That is quite a bit of books that I have for this month. Let's see, 7 books I have right now for my TBR, but I may add or take some away, just kind of depending. I do some read-alouds with the kids as well that are not included in here, so we will kind of see. Thanks for watching, you guys. Have a good one. Bye.